Oh my gosh. This is Jace. Here we go. What is that?
No,
Who is that? OMG! OMG! What are you doing? What are you doing? Come here, bud. Hey, this is different, right? Hey, Jace. Look at you. Hey, buddy. Oh, is this different? This is different. Okay.
You know, as soon as I say, here comes Dede, he goes absolutely.
Really?
He loses
Here comes Dede. He's
yeah,
losing it.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
he's
awesome.
losing it, yeah.
That's so awesome. Hey, buddy. All right, we're live. Check it out on YouTube, okay, and see it. Let me know if it works well.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Dede.
Thank you. I'll see you in a minute. You look cute. What's that, pajamas?
Yeah, I got the.
What the heck? I would be, if I was wearing that, I'd be sweating bricks, honestly. Hey, you guys. This is Jace. He's been a client for since August 12th, 2024. And how old are you now? You were 14 weeks when we started. He wasn't even fully vaccinated, but he was a matted mess. And I have been so lucky to be able to groom him since he was young. And his first groom was a super matted mess. And the owners are like, we want you, Dede, we want you. And we're gonna, this is important to us. So this is pretty cool. What I mean is he was really upset and angry and hurtful and because he was so matted. And that video has not ever aired yet. That's how behind I am. And that was August 2024. So wait, what are we doing today? I didn't even ask. I can't ask now. Maybe they'll get up there and tell me on the live. I believe it's Face Feet Sanitary. So, and then she didn't say anal glands. We were going to do them again this time. Did she tell you? Anal glands really upset him last time, but they were so full. They needed to be done. He was scooting his hiney on the floor and dragging his butt. Oh, look at his little butt. Look at he did a little stretchy stretch. So this is something I don't always talk about, but I sell the products I use, and this is important. If I have a skin allergy, which I actually do, I have a skin allergy. In the military, when I was in Turkey and we had to take a shower, they said you must wear shower shoes or you are going to get foot fungus. And it's true. Lots of the airmen got foot fungus because they would just stand in the dirty water that wasn't draining from the tub, having bacteria. Not the tub, it was like a tray. From the tray, because we lived in tents. I mean, we were only there for deployment. This is Turkey, okay? So we're standing in trays, and it's just like, you better wear a shoe because it doesn't drain fast because we had to build our own plumbing in this infrastructure. Well, if you're gonna stand in someone else's rinse off or the bacteria growing from it never getting washed or cleaned because it's in the middle of the desert, then you might get somebody's foot fungus. Well, how about this? Your dog might have skin allergies because forever, no one's ever told you. Maybe you should always have your own brush and comb. So this is one client and very, very many clients over 21 years where she understands what I'm talking about. So I said, I recommend you buy your own comb and your own brush from me, which I gave her a good discount. I gave her a set kit discount. Oh, jeez. And so I said, this is, and even she's not going to love this, but even her other dog, she got a new puppy now. The fungus and the skin issues here could get attached to this and go to the other dog if I use this same brush. But most of the groomers that I've worked with have never told someone that. Most people will never tell you that. You're going to go in, drop your dog off, leave him for grooming and leave, blah, blah, blah. But I am a little different. I would tell you things that I would do for myself. So, or my dogs at home. And my dogs, they have their own brush. So that way I don't bring it, it's just their own brush. No one else is using it. It's for them. I don't use it. I don't use it on my Chihuahuas. I use it on my Doodle. Okay, so food for thought. That's why she brought her own brush and comb. That's why that happened. So I wanted to explain that. So now that we've got Jace in the van, we usually groom him in his house. This is a little bit different. Spirit Angel, thanks for letting me borrow your van while I figure out what I want to do with my business location. All right. Hey, bud. This is new. And Pet Parent, did you hear her say that? She was, oh my goodness. Did you hear her say that every time she says my name, where's Dede? She'll say, where's Dede? He goes running and stuff. Is that super cool or what? And those of you guys who are moderating, I appreciate you moderating the channel. I can see right now we have some new folks that are not very nice. So moderate that channel for me if you can. And welcome. Hey, Pookie Puppy. Some of you guys just got here. Pet parent, are you out there? Okay, let's see here. Nikki, Marsha, Pookie, thanks for being out there. Sneaky Snake, good to see you. Thanks so much for moderating. I appreciate that. Let me do that. Okay, and let's do this one. I don't really have time for this, but let's go this. At least I can clean it up a little bit. Okay, let me see here. Let me go. Don't just hide the user, put them in timeout, or block them. There we go. Yeah, okay, thank you. All right, Naki, you are a, don't ask, just do. Don't even ask them. Don't engage. All right, so we are going to get you ready. Let me get everything ready here. Okay, let's do this. Goodness. What's up, Jace? You see that camera right there? Or he's going to look at you, okay? The camera's going to look at you. I'm going to bring you over here. We're going to do a little bit of leave-in conditioner. We're going to do a little brush, a tiny bit, and let's just see where we're at with the length that he is right now. Okay, I'm going to keep you guys here. Hopefully this will work for you guys. Okay, we'll turn you this way and have you look this way. That's a good boy. There we go. Let's look this way. There we go. Okay. Yeah, the table doesn't do that. That's what I always tell. Yeah, exactly, right? So the dog is always going to look at the door. And if you haven't noticed it, this is always the case in this van. They always want to look at the door. Hold on, let me bring you guys over here then. I was trying to get you guys in there close, but that's fine. We do, for this client, I do a low cost every month. And so every month, I don't do everything. Last month, I believe we did a full body haircut. Yeah, last month we did full body, oh no, face beat sanitary. So last time we did a face beat sanitary. I kind of, it depends on the length of the hair. And I kind of decide what we want to do based off of like what we look like the next month. And so some grooms are more expensive and others are, like sometimes it's low cost and sometimes it's not. And I wouldn't say it's ever really as high as it is in the beginning, because once you come monthly, I just want to be fair. If it's less work for me, that kind of thing, then why not give them a discount, right? So we're not going to do a full bath and stuff like that because he doesn't need it. The pet parent can do that kind of stuff. But that way I can get and work a number that's budgetable for a client to come every single month instead of just every time they need it, which is 2-3 months later. Sometimes they don't call you for 6 months in a year. So that sucks for the groomer and the dog. The dog has now grown out. He's not used to you anymore. He hasn't seen you, and what his life is 1 year is 7 years. So if you can get on with your clients so you see them every month and have something that's budgetable but also respects your time. You're not doing a low cost for 3 hours. You need to be in and out in like 45 minutes, 30 minutes for something that's low cost. You know what I mean? You want to be in and out. Because it's still expensive to have a vehicle when you're mobile, like gas, gas, this other fluid called DEP. Depends on your mobile van as well. Sometimes you have that, sometimes you don't. Gas to get there, time to get there, back and forth. Washing your vehicle, servicing your vehicle, oil changes, tires. It's expensive. And I'm going to tell you right now, this is not my van. I'm borrowing it. And thank you so much for letting me borrow it, Spirit Angel. But the Sprinter van, you can't go to anybody to do your oil changes or the electric stuff. You can't just go anywhere. And then it's not even short enough to go to your local car wash. So little did you know, you have to go super out of your way to get stuff done. And sometimes there are months booked out. So how old do you know? Is the pet parent out there? How old is he? Oh, if in August, he was 14 weeks. So how old do you know? Look how amazing he is when you groom a dog monthly and stay on top of it. And on top of that, the owners are brushing him and combing him. They have a grooming table. Like everything is right there, okay? It's so important because look at how he's acting. He's like, what? 1 year old, less than one? Did you just turn one? You're less than one? He's so awesome. When he wasn't so awesome the first time, he hated it, right? And the second time you tested me, and the third time you fell in love. Well, we love that lovey-dovey stuff, don't we? I think I might be able to just bust out the bravura and use this only, which I don't normally do that. Want to try it only? Okay, come here. I'm actually going to pin you on this side because I'm right-handed, so I'll need to do this. Okay, stay there for me. Stay there for me. Here we go. Easy peasy. Oh yeah, the pads look pretty good. There's hardly any hair there. That's awesome. Can you tell? There's hardly anything there. Let me get this closer in. We go up, baby boy. Hard angle. I can't believe those her pajamas, man. I would be sweating. I don't know what's up. Like when you get older, you just start sweating in places you had no idea sweated. You'll be sweating in places you're like, why am I sweating between my toes right now? What? Huh? Something made noise over there. Look up for me. I don't want to shave your face right now. I just use my thumb to push his face up. Did you notice that? All right, we shaved all the pads. That way we can also see what we need to do, how much we need to take for a toenail trim. Okie dokie. All right, let's get our nail clippers out. While I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and do a nail trim. Since we do a nail trim monthly, they should not be very long. And he should be pretty good at it by now. As long as you haven't hit the vein. And as long as maybe even the owner is not putting any anxiety on the dog. What also, oh, these are short. He jumps a lot here. I can see that. That's the vein right there. With a parent that has high anxieties and you give that to your dog might have issues with little things like new stuff or sometimes a dog is a dog. Pastel, I have her at my house. She's up for adoption. She's very nervous on things. And I remember one of the ladies that worked for me, she was like, Dede, she's scared of everything. Let's just like walk her near the train. I was like, okay, that's fine. So we would do that. It didn't help. It didn't change who she is. She's still leery. You know, sometimes people are who they are. And even animals are the same way. Sometimes that's just who they are. And you can try to train it out of them, and sometimes you could just let them be, train them with some good qualities, but let them be themselves. Or you might change the dynamics of how they behave. Does anybody else agree with me on that? Oh, let me see if these will work. I haven't used these scissors in a while. I think the tips need to be sharpened. I think that's why I haven't used these in a minute. Let's just try them out and see if that's what it is. Let me see if this will go up higher. Let me see it up. Does the small dog up stand fit for you? Let's see if the small dog up stand fits for you. Do you fit the small? I can't remember. Or did I need to bring a mini? Nope, he fits the small. This is a dogupstand.com small. It's made of aluminum. It's very lightweight, and you can get it wet. I put it in the bathtub when we're driving. Yeah, the tips on these need to be sharpened. So let me put these back. Okay. I use the tip of my scissors more than any other place. Yep, they can step over it. They're not tied to it. Why would you want to tie a dog to something? If they're panicking or having a problem or need to step off, they can step off. If I still need them to stay on, I'll have them stay on. But we make these in Texas, so if you're really wanting to support us, you can check us out at dogupstand.com for the stand, and for grooming or grooming supplies, you can check us out at myfavoritegroomer.com. So we're going to leave some length on him. Why? Because he looks cute and he's not matted, and we're able to do that, and it's Christmas time, it's getting cold. By the way, it's like Christmas time. December 8th, 2024, just for the record, because I usually like to say the date, because this video might sit out there for a very long time. Isn't he doing great? Yeah, he's such a great dog. And he's so young. We groom him, again, every single month. I'm going to turn you around, Jace. Okay, go up. Go up. I'm going to put the dog on stand back there. Okay, there you go. I know you want to look at me. I'm going to move you forward. There you go. Stay there. Hold on. Don't panic. Don't panic. Remember, this is our first time in the van together. We usually do it in his house. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Don't panic. Don't panic. Don't panic. Don't panic, Jace. Here, let's come back to something. Let's do something here that you're used to. Okay, hold on. I like that. I like that. You're going to stay there? No, shoot. Come here, bud. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. See, I needed to groom this side of him. So what do? Lean over him? No, you don't do that. You got to get him to move it, turn around. And I'm going to say this right now as another reminder. The maker of this van has no idea that the dog is going to look at your face and look at the door. The door is right behind me. See this? All dogs will look at the door or the exit. That's what they want to stare at. They don't want to stare at the wall. They don't want to stare at the back. They want to look at where they came in, the exit. When you're building your grooming van, make sure you put your exit door facing the head of the table. This is not facing the head. This is over here. This head should be here, and I should be standing over here or over here. Just FYI. See how I had to just let him stand up and just chill a minute because he's just new to everything's a little bit new. We do the grooming, of course, but there are some things that are new for him. All right? You want to look at me? Okay, hold on. Stay there. Is anybody watching some of these people who live in an RV? I'll be like, if you heard a noise, like, could you hear that noise outside right now? These folks be living in their RVs or living in their van. I would be scared. It would be just because I don't know. You know, it's in the middle of the night and someone's making some noise. And I've watched enough 60 Minutes, right? Or these detective shows to be like, what's out there? What are they doing? I'm not going to get up and look. Oh my gosh. I'm saying that because a Sprinter van, a lot of people have a Sprinter van as an RV, you know. You're so cute. Okay, so let me bring you here, and then I'm going to do this. I'm going to take that back off. Remember, dogupstand.com. Check us out. It's USA made, and it's really hard to find, and keep it made in the USA, so your support would be awesome. All right, come here, Jace. I know you're leaning back. Okay, let me see. Let's do your sanitary. Let's go up on the sanitary so I don't have to... Up, and we got to change our 40 blade. The Bravura, which is linked in it's tagged in the video. The Bravura can do more than one blade. I don't usually use the Bravura, but it'll be easier for me to... I went up a little bit so I can see any lumps or bumps. And the Bravura is easy to cut skin, so you want to be careful. If you don't know how to use it, I recommend going to the Andis 5-speed. And he's intact. If you don't know, you should check first before you just go swooping down there. And you want to be careful with the weight, like how hard you're hitting the skin. I'm trying not to hit the skin at all. We've done a video on the Bravura and the Andis blades, the difference, and why I'm like telling you it can cut the skin easy. So I'm being double careful because I don't really usually use this clipper for sanitaries. A lot of groomers use this clipper on the entire dog the whole time, and they've gotten really used to that. I don't do that. And what happens is it gets such a beating that the motor can't hold up. And since it's a cordless, it also gets a beating from that using the battery like that. So it just depends on if you want a cordless or not. I also sell, I sell everything on myfavoritegroomer.com, but I also want to educate you as well. So the gentleman who sharpens my blades has been doing it a very long time. He said that the reason why, because he also sells my equipment to me sometimes, the reason why other groomers, because I don't hardly use this one, they'll use it for the whole body. I mean, like on a golden doodle, and it'll break like fast, you know. I've had this one for 3 or 4 years now, and before that, the one I still have, but I have to have it on a cord. I've had that for 15 years. I mean, if you take care of your equipment, it'll last a long time. But if you drop it or use it on really tough coats, yeah, you can change out the blade, pop this off and change it out, but sometimes you've ruined the motor or just wore out that motor. So if you've done that, then you have to replace it. I would do this first. I would say, I'm going to write the company and say, hey, you know, I had this clipper, I love it, I've been using it, blah, blah, blah. And can you help me replace the battery in it or the motor in it versus like getting rid of it? I've only had it for like less than a year, and I know other groomers like Dede has had been able to use it for like 15 years. But if you're beating it up, you can try one time to see if the company will send you a new one or replace it, or, you know, you can ask. Because if you don't ask, you don't know. And this goes to everything in life. If you don't ask, you don't know. So if you don't ask that, if you need, you know, if the answer is no, that's fine. But if you don't ask, you'll never know if the answer would have been no, right? That goes with everything. Getting off of work, having time with your family, doing something with your parents, finding out if someone, you know, that you care about, you want to hang out with them. If you don't ask, you won't know. All right. Let me go up. We're going to take a look at his face. We don't shave down the muzzle, can you tell? Once you shave down the muzzle, the muzzle is the top of the nose. Once you shave that down, it's really hard to grow back out. So I usually, especially since I started grooming him, I was his first groomer ever, and he's never had another groomer, so that's kind of cool. You kind of know what you're getting, and you can teach that dog what no pain is like, and I say that because I've groomed a lot of, I focus on grooming aggressive senior disabled dogs. So if you don't shave down the muzzle, then you can leave this really pretty hair on the muzzle and just can soften and lay down, you know, around the eyes instead of just shaving down the muzzle. Now, if your dog's matted or it's really hard to do your dog's face, and maybe somebody or you have chosen to shave down the muzzle already, and that's okay too. I'm just saying, if you can have that long muzzle, like I try to do that for my dogs, I have that long muzzle like that where the hair goes down and around. I like that more than just shaving down the muzzle. But once you've shaved the muzzle, like I said, once you've shaved the muzzle, it's really a tough grow out. It's like my hair, man. I've shaved my hair and I love it short, and once it gets heavy, it really makes me unhappy. I don't know how to explain it. I just feel weighted down. I've had really long hair down to my butt my whole life, except for in my adult life. I wanted short hair to get, I feel happier, lighter on my feet. My hair was so heavy. And maybe that was why I also had migraines at one point in my life, was like, it's just too much hair, you know? And so growing out my hair now, I've tried it a few times. It's one of the hardest things you can do. You get into this middle phase where you're really just like pissed at your own hair, you know? You get mad in the mirror, like, you stupid hair, I can't believe I have to grow you out. I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm done. He's got these, this is Jace, he's got these really cute eyelashes, but he's a boy. I've left them, but not really long. Eyelashes usually help a dog's eyes leak out a lot, and since I have a dog with major eye problems, I really pay attention to what my clients might not even know, but do some little favors. So I'm going to trim back his eyelashes just a tiny bit, but I still want to see, I don't know if you can see it, there's just like a baby curl in his eyelashes, like, baby boy, you're too pretty. He's such a good dog. And I'll just tell you a secret, he doesn't act like this on the table for his family, okay? When mom puts her, right? When mom puts him on the table, he doesn't act like that. Mom, if you're out there, say, yep, she's right. You know, the last time I came out was in her house, and we're going to go in and do a new puppy they have in their house, because what I like to do is give owners the opportunity to have their dogs groomed when they haven't been fully vaccinated. Why is that important? Because, like right now, it's been raining here in Texas, and parvo is one of the biggest killers when it rains for puppies. So why? Because bacteria, parvo, loves to live in the ground, I want to say 50 years dormant. So if a good rain makes it move around, then guess what? Dogs that are going outside that are not vaccinated all the way, or puppies or young immune systems can't tolerate it, they might, you know, get sick, and that's usually what it is when it's right after a rain. Puppies get really sick right after a rain when they're not fully vaccinated. So if you're taking your puppies outside, this will help my client. Wash your feet when you come in, like literally wash your feet, okay? Wash your feet, wash your feet. But if you teach your dog to pee and poop inside, that's really hard to train out of, so be careful. If you want to go through that, do it. If you don't, one of my clients, Lupe, she was so like frustrated from the dogs not peeing on the tray, peeing on the side of the tray. You know, couldn't stop them from doing it. They wouldn't learn how to go outside, and she eventually rehomed them. She's gone on to have another dog now, but maybe she's done it differently. I don't know. I haven't talked to her, but about that part of it. But I can tell you just from clients telling me it's very frustrating trying to teach your dog to pee outside once they're learned how to pee only on the puppy pad. Because if you have a lot of pee and a lot of poop, I'm going to tell you right now, it is wearing. So you'll see on my other videos, I usually tag a 7.5-inch scissor for the ears. I have 21 years experience. For me, I just don't want to grab another scissor, keep opening the drawer. I don't want to do that. I'm losing time when this is such a simple groom. So I use my 8.5 scissors. And the reason why I want to bring that up is because an 8.5 scissor, if I'm novice, I'm a beginner, and I use these scissors like this, and I'm cutting, and I'm not paying attention. It's such a long scissor that when the ear's here, and I fold the ear here, and I take a swipe, and I don't pay attention, it's just too long for the ears on a beginner groomer. A beginner groomer should have not the thinning shears for the ears, but a scissor about that long. Okay, there's a big difference, okay? So make sure you're seeing me do some stuff, but there's a reason. I always try to watch my time, and I'll teach a class or come teach you if you're a mobile groomer how to speed up your grooms. If you want to do that, just email me. Everything is in the description of the video. All right, since we don't do a bath, I'm going to say she did not say she wanted to do anal glands this time. I waited for a message. I didn't see it. We're not going to do anal glands this time. And the reason why I bring that up is because the last time we did anal glands, they were super full. And the only time I can tell you that he needs to come every month or 2 months, every 3 months is when I do the second one 30 days later. Why? Because the last time they were super full, right? In 30 days, if they're also super full, guess what? Then then you should have them done every month. But if I come and do the 30-day one, and the first one was super full, the 30-day one is not full, I would say, hey, you could probably go every 2 months. But unless I do this next one in 30 days, I won't know how much in between time the dog has. Does that make sense? All right, so hopefully that has helped you with tons of information the whole time I was grooming. So you weren't watching just a quick face feet sanitary. You were also listening to so much education that comes with someone with so much experience. All right, so thanks a lot for being out there. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and share, and I will see you on the next live. Make sure your bell is on so you'll get notifications like this when I am going live grooming a dog, or when we're doing our night skits, which is really fun. Check those out. God is with you. God is looking over you. God bless you, and thank you for being here today. See you soon. Say bye. Say bye. All right, I want to say this, Fabiana, you can come down, because I don't know where you're at. You can come down and get him, and then we'll go up together, and I will film up there with a whole different setup. All right, talk to you soon.